Hello everybody and welcome back to another Minecraft video. What you can see here is Minecraft's fastest concrete maker that there is at the moment, as far as I know. So the fastest before was 18,000 concrete per hour, and this one does 19,200 per hour. So this is slightly faster, and it's also pretty easy to build. I once again used the clock from DocM. Will once again link the video to that in the description. But this is my design for the fastest one, and if you stand on this pressure plate, it will automatically all start. So I can stand here and just keep on clicking with the right button, and as you can see, if you look at the left, the concrete goes really fast, and yes, just gets exploded down here by this Teensy Duper. So that's pretty fast, and as you can see, I already did this. This is actually all from the time lapse that you have seen in the intro. So it's really fast. It was only a minute, and the time lapse was at normal speed, so it wasn't sped up. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to Third Eden, because he inspired me to do this video. He let me see that if you use this clock on a piston, you can actually place the concrete that fast that it won't fall. So it's really fast. Now I didn't use that in this design, but that did let me know that this is faster than anything with the piston you can push. So yeah, that gave me the idea to make this concrete maker. As you can see, it pushes faster than it can fall, so it's really weird. I think it's actually a bug, but it works. Now in this video I will give a tutorial on how you can build this concrete farm or concrete maker, and I will begin with the clock for those of you who didn't see my other video. This is how you make the clock. It's pretty easy to make actually. It is one of the fastest clock that I know that there is in the game. So pretty useful for farms like this. And you want to make sure that there is an unmovable object around the slime blocks. Otherwise, can go wrong, of course. And by doing this and placing down these redstones, this is already the clock. When you put down these blocks there, you can see it's already working, but this isn't the fastest. You need to place down this and get a lever to place down, and it's now off. And when you turn the lever on, this is a really fast clock that uses this piston to fire really quick, and also these pistons to push it down really quick. So that's already the first part done. Now I quickly wanted to say once again that this clock isn't designed by me. It's this, as far as I know, designed by DocM77, and I will link his video in the description. Now the next part that I will make is the piston that will push in the blocks to the thing that goes down. And that's pretty easy to make. You just make a platform here and then do this. Place down some blocks here so you can stand here. Here needs to be a pressure plate, and it's handy to place some blocks here as well. And then you need to make a stair and waterlock it. So now you got the concrete maker itself. So this will turn concrete powder into the concrete. As you can see, it's already working, and it's pretty fast. So that is the whole system for turning into concrete power into concrete. And the next part is to make the system that pushes it down. Now that's pretty easy also to make. You want to make sure that you place it down like this, and then just make a row. You also want to see how far the redstone can go, because otherwise the pistons won't work. Around here is far enough, because the TNT is a bit faster, so these pistons here almost never work, because the TNT blows it up earlier than the concrete comes there. So you don't have to make it that long or something. Around this is pretty good, and when you turn it on you can watch. If you do this, yeah, it's already working as you can see. So it's all now going down, and it's pretty fast. So this is the concrete maker and pushing it into the blast chamber already done. Now you also want to make sure that you place down some unmovable objects here, because otherwise the piston will push the concrete further than this, and that's of course something you don't want if the pistons that push it down only go to here. So with some unmovable objects here, it is already fine, and you can of course also use a furnace or something. It doesn't really matter as long as it's an unmovable object. Now on to the activation system. So when you stand on this treasure plate, the clock should start, and also the TNT duper should start. Now first I will explain how the clock you can start that. It's pretty easy. The redstone here, as you can see, will always be activated, and because of that, the clock will be off, because when redstone comes in, the clock goes out, and if you stand on the pressure plate, it will turn on and you can place down the blocks. So it's pretty easy, and when you go off it, almost instant, it will also stop again, and it's pretty handy to place a block above as well. Otherwise, you can accidentally click that there will be powder here, and that's of course something you don't really want. So by placing down this block here and just staying here AFK, this now that can go a block anywhere that's not in the right direction. So now to build the blast chamber, it's also pretty easy. You want to go one block down from where the concrete is on its lowest point, then go 2 blocks out and make a little platform here of obsidian, because obsidian is of course unstorable by TNT. So yeah, when you have this, it's around good 2 wide and 2 of the center, and then you go 2 blocks down, and this here will be where the water stream goes to collect all the items. And I will consider to make it 1 block wider, or 2 actually wider than this, on both sides. So yeah, you get 0% velocity, and this of course needs to be 2 blocks out of each other, because otherwise sometimes the blocks could fall on the obsidian and then get destroyed by the TNT. So make sure to make it far enough from each other. And yeah, I will just now make this platform. It's pretty easy to make, just exactly the same as here. So yeah, that's now done, and I also make this collection system. I put some extra hoppers here, that these 3 go from this side and these 3 go from this side. That's just to make sure that none of the hoppers will get totally full and stuff like that, because the items are actually coming in faster than all the hoppers can handle at once. So yeah, that's just to make sure nothing overflows or something. Now to make the TNT duper, it's pretty easy when you've done it sometimes, but yeah, I would consider to make it first in a creative test world, tried it sometimes, and then make it in your survival world. Otherwise you probably end up blowing up yourself or something. It's I've done it sometimes now, and I also blow up sometimes the things I made. So I'm just going to make it here so nothing can blow up there. And yeah, you just need to do it like this, and then put the TNT here and put the minecart on top of here, and here a coral of sorry, here needs to be the coral. And when you've then done that, you can flick this lever, and when you flick it again, you can see one of the TNT get duped, and you can do it as many times as you want. As you can see, it's TNT duper. It's pretty easy to make when you've done it sometimes, but make sure you test it first, because you don't want to blow up this system. So I now also build it here. I would say when you the TNT duper, you can place 2 blocks off from the pressure plate, then you're good. And when I flick this lever once, you can see it's now working, and it will explode some of the concrete. So that's now all working, and it will also go into the hoppers and into the chest. But the last thing that you want to do is actually make the clock that will activate the TNT duper so now and then, because then it will explode the concrete just in time. Now to make the clock for the TNT duper is also pretty easy to make actually. You just do this and then place a repeater down here. Make it go into a block with the redstone torch on it, and then go out by 5 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is the delay it takes to activate the TNT duper, and around 5 repeaters with 4 ticks is good. Then make them go into a block. On the other side of the block, a redstone dust, and make it all the way go back all the way, and then just normal repeaters without an extra delay, and then some redstone and redstone on top, and that's already clock done. And when you stand on the pressure plate, you can see the clock activating, and also that's how the clock works. It's a pretty easy clock to make, and it works pretty nice. So, and when you go off of the pressure plate, it will also deactivate. Now to make the clock run into the piston, it's also pretty easy. Just make a line go like this, and that's it already done. So that's the whole whole concrete maker. And when you go stand top of the pressure plate, it will all activate. You can see also left corner. You can see that the TNT duping is working, and so when we go down here, you can see it working. Now that's already it for this Minecraft tutorial on how you can make this really fast concrete maker. As far as I know, this is the fastest design that there is right now, and I don't know if it could get really faster, since this clock is really fast and these pistons fire really quick. So it's all working pretty nice. It's 90,200 concrete per hour, and I wanted to say once again, this clock is designed by DocM77. Will be a link in the description to his video, and also a shout out once again to Third Eden for giving me this idea to make this. But thanks for watching, everybody, and goodbye.